I know one of the things, either you are starting YouTube, you are figuring out what to do and so forth. You want to know what type of equipment will be good for me to use. Either you are brand new, or you have been using, you want to change a little bit. There are things you have to figure out. But these equipments will vary from nature of content you are making, the level you have reached as the creator, and how you want to grow from there. But the most mistakes I see from people is at the beginning, you are starting thinking so big because you are watching the most advanced YouTubers and you want to become a YouTuber. You are thinking the high level production while you're just brand new. And sometimes the nature of the contents you are making are not compatible to the high advanced technologies these other YouTubers you are looking at, they are using. If someone is doing vlog type of YouTube, the nature of equipments will be different from someone who is doing kind of the review of the products, will be different from pranks, will be different from giveaway like Mr. Beast is doing. So it depends on the nature of the videos and the complexities of the videos you are going to make. But the majority of the YouTubers don't think about buying all this fancy stuff at the beginning. You might not know whether you need them or not at the beginning. So I'm going to share with you some of the basic items you will need to have so that you can be able to grow to advance as a YouTuber. Number one is what you are using to record. Are you going to make videos using camera like that lady? Are you going to use camera? Are you going to buy a camera to make videos? For me, if I'm a brand new YouTuber, I'll be okay just to make videos using cell phone. You don't need to buy $1,000 camera, $2,000 camera, while you can buy a cell phone. Instead of buying Canon, all these big fancy equipments, and you're brand new, better to invest and buy 1 terabyte iPhone, whatever is from any iPhone, B10, 11, but starting from iPhone 13, 14, 15, whatever, there are certain features, they are from iPhone 13 and above, they are not in the previous iPhone. From iPhone 13, there is a feature is called the cinematic mode, meaning if you use that one, the video, it can blur, it can have effect like cinema in a cinematic way compared to the other videos. I have so many videos I've used just a camera, a phone to make that one. For me, I have both very good camera of $4,000 camera and I have iPhone. But I have so many videos I've also done with iPhone. So you can have Samsung. Samsung has a very good camera, and other phones, they have that one. So for me, I will start with a cell phone. Very good phone, as long as it has a good audio and a good camera, and obviously storage, that will be something to look at. That will be number one. You don't need to start like buying specific type of camera. There are certain type of cameras you can use for specific style. You don't need to have that type of camera. Just a normal cell phone. If you do vlog, just a phone can work with you too. So don't complicate buying whatever. Just start with your cell phone. That would be my number one. That means you lower down the cost. And the advantage of using cell phone is this one. You are already used to record or taking picture of yourself or someone recording you. But if you are not used to a camera to be in front of you. When there is a camera, you are starting getting scared. You feel like, oh, you look like something different, but it's the same like being on the phone. So it's better to start with the phone, something which you have used many times. You are comfortable being in front of the phone than being in front of the Canon, being in front of other big cameras type, whatever those, yeah. So that's my first advice, is to use a phone. Number two, this will depend. But whether you are making videos from your home, whether you are making videos outdoor, I will advise you to have some sort of selfie stick. But to avoid it, to buy a selfie stick separately, then to have a tripod. A tripod is the one with its 3 legs. I will show you. A tripod is something with the 3 legs, whatever it is. Let me show you quickly. This way. You put it this way, and then you put something. So this is a tripod. So in order to avoid it, to have a tripod, just to buy a tripod, and then you buy a separate selfie stick, just to have this, whatever, to record. If you are recording outside, to avoid this one, you can buy one with both. This one, it doesn't go too long. So if you put it, you can put it on the table for yourself, like a small tripod, but you can use it as a selfie stick. But this is small. You need something long, which you can use. This one is a tripod. It's very, very long. You see, it's very, very long. So you can put it down and make, you see, wherever you are, you can use a phone and record. You can use a camera over there, but you can use it as a tripod by itself. But if you cross it and move closer, you can use this one also as a tripod, as a selfie stick. You can record. So this is the advantage. So you can buy one with both. I'll give you an example. And these are very cheap, not very, very expensive items. So this is the item I bought on Amazon. You can see I bought on January 23rd. It was delivered on January 24th. This is the item. This one. I bought it for $24, almost $25. So this one you can use, mostly you can use that one, but majority of people use just a normal phone. You don't use those, what those one do they call, whatever. So you can use for phone, like you see, they showed you can use it as a tripod on this one, and you can use it as a selfie stick, and it has a remote. So this is how you can use it. See, you can record by putting there, and it will be able to record you without a problem. And you can put it there and do a shooting without a problem. They show you can use a camera, you can use GoPro, you can use a cell phone, whatever. The Android version, you can use it, iPhone type, all those kind of things you can be able to use. And you can use up to 40 feet of 40 feet is a little bit of distance to use a remote in that particular way. I'll put the link of this product. You can see. Another, before you go there, first of all, I'm showing you, I have this one, I have two of this one. Another one which I have is similar one, but it's a little bit longer, is the other one. So there is a small difference between the two, but they're all almost the same. And both they use a remote. They have a remote where you can use in that particular way. So that is something you can use for both. Just like $24, $25, you can have something you can use as recording by yourself and do that one. So another thing, this can be a little bit different, but depending. For me, most of the time, I do my meetings on the table. So sometimes I go live on Instagram, live whatever. So if you use this one, you put it on the table. Sometimes the distance can be far, whatever. So all those kind of things. So to avoid that, I have something different. I have 3 of these one. Because I use YouTube many times. So I have this one, for instance. So this one is what I use on my computer here. So I can put it just for phone or tablet. So it goes up and down like this way. So what I can do, usually I can either put a video camera like this way and record, or I can do like this way, record, especially I'm going live. So I can be live on YouTube here, and I can be live on Instagram on the other camera is pointing me at this way. So I do double in that way. Or I can have vertical video from this one while I'm the other way. So to avoid this one, I have similar something like this one on the table again, but it's not, you don't need to have all these. This one cannot go up and down, but I have different type of things. So, but when I travel, I need to have certain things like easier one. I usually when I travel, I must travel with, this one is a small one, but when I'm not traveling, you see it just turn like this one, I can put in my pocket. So what I can do, even when you are on the flight, you can be making a video while this one is standing this way, going a little bit up, wherever. So you can be able to do, but you don't need to have this one. This is something extra. But when you are recording on this one, you have to be very careful. There is a trick on this one. Using a camera front, this one, the camera in the front is not that powerful compared to the back camera. So to put the camera this way, to record it from there, you do not know how you look like. You look on that one. So that way is a problem. Are you going to look yourself and be able to see, let's say I put the video, how do you know, unless otherwise you put something over there to see yourself? So sometimes for me, I bought a small mirror. They're small equipment. It's just like I bought a small mirror. I put it at the back so that when I record it from the back camera, I can see myself, I'm in the screen. Because sometimes you can record in the finish, you find that you are just cutting yourself halfway. You don't have the mistake, the luxury of making these unnecessary mistakes. So there are smaller things, because most of the time, nobody is helping you to record. Most of the time, you record yourself. And all these, you can use a remote, a Bluetooth remote. All these remotes, you can use them on your phone. So they'll be able to work without any particular problem. Some of the other equipments I must suggest, depending on the nature of the videos. This one is something I bought. I've set it up, but I haven't used. This one you can use for the phone or a camera. For those who are using outdoor videos. So instead of putting a camera here, you can put a phone and it will be okay. It helps not shaking too much when you are recording from outside. So you can use a phone, you can use a camera, and this is not a must at all. This is just like if you want to keep more advanced in that particular way, you can be able to do that one. And I'm just putting this one because it was $37. I'm not going to buy if it could be even 50 or 100 because it's extra. It's not a must for me to be able to buy something like that one. Then from there, so let me show those small equipment I was talking about. This one is $9. Usually it is on sale most of the time. It is almost $18. They sell for $9. You see, I bought 2 times because one I bought for my wife, one for myself. So it helps into just like making, sometimes you are recording like that way. I don't need to have fancy. It's just easier for me to record. Sometimes just using those one at your home and just record kind of that. So then we come to the aspect of microphone. I prefer to use more this type of microphone than using the other one I'll be showing. This one I don't advise the wireless one. I don't prefer wireless, they are good, but I'll prefer to use the actual microphone. But this one, advantage of this one, the one I'm going, there are 2, they have splitter. There are 2, but they are very, very long. So let me show you the pictures. So there are 2. If you're interviewing someone, each one could be able to wear that one. I usually don't like when someone is interviewing, is talking, then is giving that the same microphone. Just buy the one which is split. Each one is wearing one. If you're interviewing someone, it will be easier. Yes, you can have the wireless, but even the wireless one, why can't you just wear it instead of someone is starting like holding in their mouth. Doesn't make sense. Whether you put it here, it will be able to capture your voice without any problem. So this is how it is. You see, they make the difference between this one and the wireless one. So this one doesn't need battery, it's very stable, is much better than this kind of this one. I've used both, and I would prefer the wired microphone. So if you are two, you can be able to use both of you. It can be used to the computer, laptop, whatever, Android, iPhone, camera, whatever. All those, they can be able to connect. And it has a splitter for two people to be able to use those kind of. And they are very, very long. Is it 34 feet? So it's very, very long microphone with that wire. So you can use, I prefer to use this one for that particular reason than using this kind of other microphone. This, see, I purchased it on November. This one I purchased it on November 2023. I've used this one, but I don't like them much. Yeah, so I will show you in a minute. Yeah, so you can use this one. They are good, but not the perfect one. So you can wear those one and be able to record. So you can wear and the person is wearing. Don't use just one. And starting like, yeah. And this is almost $30. So I have different types. I have two different types here. I have this kind. Yeah, so I have different types here. I don't know the other one in there. So there are two of one kind. If there is two of another kind. I bought different. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I mean, I don't like most of these one. I prefer the wired one if I have to use it for the phone. But you don't need to buy those one, because if you have, if you have a phone, obviously it has a good audio. But to go just extra, I remember majority of people are going to wear their headphone all the time when they are going to listen. So if they are wearing headphones, audio is very, very important in that particular way. Now you don't see me wearing any audio because my audio is here. I don't know if you'll be able to see. It is here. The microphone is here. So that's why it is in front of me when I'm talking. But you have to find a microphone. It will make a difference, especially people who are using a microphone in that particular way. But there are some people just want the tripod. You know, I talked about this type of. I talked about this one, but some people, they don't like this one. They want like the actual tripod like this one. This one you can use camera. You can use this one. Is very, very light. That's why I'm showing you here. It is very, very light to carry, because I'm assuming some people can record it outdoor. You can record using a camera. You can record using GoPro. You can record using a phone. It works, and it's very, very long in that particular way. And I have this one in my office. I've used it many times. You see, it is easier to also use this one. You can see I purchased this one 2022. Last purchase. That's when I purchased this one. And the other part is light. So I'll talk about lights. It depends on where do you record. If you're recording vlog outdoor, you don't need the lights. If you're recording from your room and you have a natural light, that's good. For me, I record indoor most of my videos. 9 out of 10 of my videos I record in the room. So I don't have much of the sunlight. So I depend on lights as lights. So for instance, even here, you can see I have a light here. See? So I have a lot of lights around me which I'll be able to use to record. So it depends on the nature of the videos, whether you need lights or you don't need the lights. But if you need the lights, remember, you don't need to go to buy very, very expensive. Yeah. There are these kind of, there are two. There are some they use batteries, some they don't. This one, you plug in. That's the advantage. I don't like the one you use batteries, like the one you have to buy the actual small batteries. And then you have two ways. Apart from putting something, it has something here. You can put your phone while you have another tripod, maybe you are recording yourself, blah, blah. So it shows, and it has a remote. You can change this one is not like one type. You can change what you want to record, like design the light, whatever, kind of that. So you can put a softer light, whatever you want, the length, you can be able to do that one. And it is also, it is not very, very heavy to travel with if you want to go. So I'll put the link on the description. That is about $50 if you want to buy it. But overall, as I said, you don't need the lights if your videos are outside, like vlogging. Those kind of videos don't need the lights. You don't need the lights if you are outside, as long as you know which direction you are walking, because especially for Black people, let me tell you, for someone like if you are Black, you are dark skin, and let's say the sun is behind you and you are recording this way, you'll be like so much shadow will be coming to your face and you not to be clear. So the sun has to be coming this side and recording this way. So the sun is coming to your face. That will be able to look very, very good than if the sun is behind you. So you have to know the trick of the light. This lady is not using any light because there's so much light coming from the door from outside. So she purposely recording at a certain particular time. She's not going to record during the night. She recorded during the day or morning or afternoon for that particular purpose. So you have to know what type of videos you are going to use. This person also, there is if you look on the left side of this person, on the left hand, whatever, there is natural light coming in, so he doesn't need to buy extra light. This person is making the video from the bedroom, and probably there is no enough light from the window. So it's having a light on the side and recording. So you can be recording during the night. It doesn't matter. So you have to find out what time are you recording of the day. Do you need the light, or you are going to use the natural light? If you are making a makeup video, and especially like sometimes you can use the natural. I mean, you can create the light helps you a lot in that particular way. This person is using the light in the house. Just that's all. Doesn't put the extra light in that particular order. So you have to figure out which one is going to work for you. But I don't advise you to start using $1,000, $2,000 from the start. You can use just $100, all the equipment you need, and to be able to make your videos and grow from there. After being certain time, after doing a lot of videos, you can see the need of another equipment. For instance, for me, at one point, I started making a lot of outdoor videos. When I started making a lot of outdoor videos, so using this type of stick and recording outside, there is a movement you see. So because of that movement, I decided to buy the gimbal. This one is for the phone. Let me show you. Meaning, if I turn it on, this one, you see, even if I run, the video will be steady, will be clear, will not be problem. I can record it this way, I can record it this way. So you can even run whatever it is, but the video will be clear. Whatever you work so fast, go this, it will be going smooth without even shaking. So depending on what you need. But this one you buy, there will be $100, $200, up to $1,000 depending. So I have this one for the phone, and I have the bigger one for the actual camera, like you use the gimbal for the camera. But do you need this one? If your videos are all outdoor, walking around, I prefer not buying any other equipment, buy this one. Because when you are walking, sometimes you are faster, sometimes whatever, this one will help you a lot to make sure that your videos are more that way, then a little bit someone can be able to record and without any problem at all. So be careful on what equipment you need, but don't start buying gimbal while you don't make outdoor videos after all. So why do you need to buy that? Or you're making one video in a month outdoor, you don't need to buy $200 equipment for that particular purpose. You can use your tripod / selfie stick to record because it's just one video. If your all videos are sitting on the table, every video is just making those one, you can buy this one just for $10 and you don't need even to have a tripod. Just one item. Just you need to have just a remote. Boom. Instead of using your hand this way, use myself. I have a camera there. If I have to shoot the video myself, I usually use camera. I use the remote on my camera. Boom, it's there. So those are the things you need to pay attention to, what you need in that particular way. But don't just go and buy all the equipments and don't do that. And the last thing I usually do, but this is if your videos are for you to be indoor. I have explained about using fake background many times. I told people on my videos, I use the fake background. So if you want, like this one is not the full studio, you can buy certain type of those. They're on Amazon. I'll post them. I've made the videos using this type of backgrounds. So this is a fake background. If you look at this one, it will look different. Like you see, you can record the videos without any problem. So it's not a must, but this one they range from $10 to $100 depending on how big the size do you need. How big of the size do you need that one? So if you need something a little bit bigger, like the one I'm using, usually you can pay up to $50. But if you are a brand new YouTuber, you don't need to have that too big. For me, I have the bigger one because sometimes I have a guest, so I need to have a space with the guest and not just all to be too smooshy, closer together and make the video. So you can try to figure out which you need, what you need at that particular situation. That is another background I've used in the is a fake background. So for me, it helps me a lot. So you need to find. When I started my YouTube channel, this one was not important because I didn't know if it exists. That was I didn't know. Now I know, and I see the importance of using this type of background. I know how it is. So you can get on whatever, Amazon, Alibaba, if they have Walmart, whatever it is, find where you can be able to find those kind of things. Even this one, this is not the actual fire. This is a fake background. These are fake flowers. So all this is just like something. This is not the actual sofa. Yeah. So those are the things you need to figure out if you need them or you don't need them on the equipment for your YouTube channel. And this equipment I'm saying, there are YouTubers with 50,000 subscribers. They do not know if they need to have this fake background. But they need it because the nature of their videos, I see their videos. They are making the videos from their living room. Better to have this one. You can put it and remove anytime. When you travel, you can travel with that one. You go live a lot from your city. It's better to have the nicest studio in that particular way. Just for $10, $15, $30, you can make a very big change in that particular way. Remember, YouTube is building, you are building your brand. So building your brand is no joke. Building a brand is no joke at all. It's a consistency, finding different ways to improve. So slowly you'll be adding other important stuff. For instance, like I didn't know the importance if I needed the mirror on the recording using a back camera until I was having that difficult problem many times. And one day I saw someone posting, like, oh, you can buy a mirror and put it there and just put it in the camera and you'll be able to see your reflection for yourself. So that is easy. So you see, those are the things you can be able to see to figure out what do you need in that particular context or at the particular time, and the nature of the contents will be able to force you to find out which or what you need in that particular way.